And apologies are one of the hardest things that people can do. I love you, thank you, I'm sorry. Those three words are so important. And some people don't use them at all, especially the I'm sorry one. If you do not give yourself enough time, then you do not get to know who you are as a person. Hi, my name is Rhandzu, also known as the Noble One with Love. This is Mind Flow and Mission with Rhandzu, where we talk about how your mind works, how you flow, and your objective in life. So today's topic is all about the quiet growth that nobody gets to see. Nobody gets to know exactly what you're going through, but you're doing it by yourself. And if this is your first time here, welcome to Mind Flow and Mission with myself. And I'm just so excited to actually discuss what actually happens in my life today. I took a hiatus for quite a while because I needed clarity, I needed a reflection, I needed intention. But if you are in a loud space, if you are in a space where you do not know where you're going, or you're going through a lot, or you're feeling a bit overwhelmed, then it's okay. You get that time alone. The best outcome in life is when you actually have time for yourself. If you do not give yourself enough time, then you do not get to know who you are as a person. Who is Rhandzu? Rhandzu is a lover girl. I am love. And the love that I always exude is the one from the Bible, the one that is unconditional, the one that has grace, the one that always comes with an open mind. I am just so touched by everyone that actually connects with me here on this podcast. And those that are sharing the space with me, who subscribed, who always keep asking me, when are you shooting again? Well, I am here to connect with you again. And I'm just so grateful for your support. So, like I said, today it's all about the quiet growth that we go through as people. And no one can help you go through your own life. Remember, you are born alone, whether you have a twin or you're born with triplets, it doesn't matter. But at the end of the day, you enter this world alone. And when you are alone, you reflect. What does reflection look like? Reflection looks like sitting in a quiet place, getting to know who you are. If you do not know who you are, then someone else will tell you who you are, and that's never a good thing. I like to sit in spaces and write who I am. I find out my challenges, my strong points, and then I take it from there. Then with that being said, then I am in a clarity in everything that I do. If I do not have a clear mind, it means that my mind is muddled up with other things. Then you get caught up with things, distractions, and those distractions will actually make you not aligned with your destiny or your purpose. While we're still talking about purpose, how do you know what purpose is? Purpose is something that you are doing to fulfill whatever that makes you happy or what God has intended for you, because I am a girl that praises the Lord. I am the girl that prays. That's what keeps me grounded all the time. Let's talk about clarity. Clarity is when your mind is in peace and you know exactly where you're going. I didn't always know where I was going. I would find myself getting busy and not knowing exactly what I'm doing. I find myself doing a lot and then I get overwhelmed because now I'm touching one thing and then I'm on to the next. But the minute I had clarity, I put everything in perspective, then that's when I realized, no, Rhandzu, this is who you are, this is where you're going. And it doesn't mean that you need to be everywhere for you to have purpose. You can be everywhere, but it doesn't mean that you're actually doing something that is actually meant for you. And when something is meant for you, it will feel right in your soul. It will not feel forced. It will not feel as if you are trying to impress people. This world is not for you to be impressing anybody. This world is not for you to just live. This world is for you to make an impact in the right place and then have intentions that are going to impact another person in a positive light. Sometimes you can impact someone in a negative light, but you need to take accountability whenever you wrong someone. And I'm just so grateful that I got to know whenever that I have wronged someone and I have the skills or maybe the know-how of when and how to actually go about apologizing. And apologies are one of the hardest things that people can do. You know, I love you, thank you, I'm sorry. Those three words are so important. And some people don't use them at all, especially the I'm sorry one. When you are sorry, it means that you are taking accountability for whatever action that you might have had in your life and in whatever that you might have done to someone else, rather. Let's just put it that way. So, for instance, let's say I said something negative about a certain situation and then I realized that it didn't sit well with another person. I need to put myself in that person's shoes and say, would I like it when someone did that to me? Where the minute empathy enters the room, then you know that you have a soul and you know that you're a person that is a loving human being and you do think for others and it's not just about you. So when you're sorry, just remember that you are not doing it just for doing it. You're actually trying to feel good about yourself and know that you're coming out as a better person and that that person doesn't hold grudges against you and know that you're actually a person of integrity, a person who has a sense of humanity in this crazy, crazy world where people are just so rushed. People are just so self-centered. People are always trying to take and not trying to help another person. But I'm here to say, take it one step at a time by saying those three words: I am sorry, thank you, and I love you. And, just to think about my clarity and my hiatus. After the clarity, that's when I started putting myself in spaces that were definitely made for me. And how did I do that? Remember, I said I write things down, I put things into perspective. So whenever that was not meant for me, I released it. Yes, it might have been hard for a while because sometimes letting go of things involves letting go of people that you might have bonded with, people that you might have been trying to build with. And at times, those people are actually not meant to walk with you into the next chapter of your life. And that's where the seasons come in. Seasons come in of your life, whether you like it or not. It's not about control. It's about letting go. It's about living your life with purpose, with meaning. And when a season is one of those bad seasons, just remember it is not about you. It's about the process that you need to take so that you can come out of it a better person and come out of it with a great breakthrough and you can tell and share a story about it. For instance, if you went through a loss, if you went through damages or you went through something that needed you for you to heal. Because what I've realized is if you do not confront whatever issue that you might have had in a season, then it means that you're going to keep learning those lessons over and over again. And you're going to keep making the same mistakes over and over again. And the season may actually take longer than it should have. The minute you start realizing whatever that you are supposed to do for that specific season, then you move on to the next season. And trust you me, when the season of you trying to be blossoming, of you shining, then just embrace it and you are allowed to celebrate your wins. And I'm just so grateful that I am in a place where I am winning because it took me such a long time for me to get to a place where I'm like, you know what, my win might not be visible, my win might not be tangible, or it might not look like a win for you, but those small wins do matter, like going through a hard time or losing things, but just gradually getting those things a little by little, or being in a space of restoration. Restoration is one thing that I have gone through. And it's such a testimony because in the last episode, I spoke about the stuff that I've been through, like health-wise, with losses, with me going to hospital. And then that place actually made me realize that being restored with my health meant that now I can come in as a better Rhandzu. And then I can move and maneuver in the right spaces and the right people will come to me. When your energy is off, then all these bad things will come to you because now you are actually focusing on whatever that is not right rather than you focusing on what is to come and what is okay. And it is okay not to be okay. And you need to deal with it so that you'll be able to heal yourself. And then healing doesn't necessarily mean that you are stuck in a rut. No, no, no. Healing means that you get to put on that the band-aid, right? And that band-aid means that actually soothing you for you to actually get better. And then the minute you remove it, it might be painful. It might be a painful process, but at the end of the day, it's something that needs to happen. It might leave you with scars, and those scars don't necessarily mean that it's something terrible. That is just a reminder of where you come from, or where you can actually share stories and say, listen, oh, this scar, let me tell you about this scar. This is what happened when I went through a divorce. Or this is what happened when I lost my car, or I lost my job, or I lost my kids, or my husband. But let me tell you, through that, I had support, whether it is through religion, friendships, or family. But regardless, I made it to the other side. And that is really important. So with my hiatus, that's what I actually realized that, you know what, having people around that are right. It is so important to have the right people around you because remember, if you are stuck on a rut and then you get to mingle or communicate with people that are not good for your soul, or they're just negative, it actually keeps you stuck and you don't actually get to be in the right space of mind because you're going to wallow and sit there and think, oh, woe is me. And then it's like a pity party and no one is just there to save you, but no one's going to save you but yourself. But if you surround yourself with someone that is a winner, someone that has a positive outcome of life or outlook of life, rather, let's rather put it that way, then you get to know that, you know what, yes, this person might have gone through a hard time, but look at how they actually move around and they're making themselves great again. And that inspires me a lot. And I learned that sometimes the people in your life are not, they are there for a lesson. They're never there. Some of them are not there for a long time, but some of them are there for a long time. But you just need to know who's there for the right reasons. And that's what I had to learn whenever I was in my hiatus. I got to learn that some people are just there to use my time just because I am kind. They are bored and they want to talk to me. I give them guidance or I just give them like, I don't know, like just your energy and your vibe. And they'll just tell you, oh my goodness, Rhandzu, you've got such a great heart. You've got a great aura. I don't know what this aura is. It's like a thing that people are always talking about. They'll be like, oh, your aura is so pure. And then you're like, oh my goodness, what is this about? So now people might just want to be around you because of that. But then when you need them, they're not there. So the minute your discernment tells you that this person is not here for the right reasons, that's when you know, you're like, you know what, Rhandzu, this person is not in your life for the right reasons, and it's okay. It's okay for people not to like you, but it's okay for you to love them. But some people are, you love them, but they're not for loving here. You can love them from a distance, and that is okay. So I've learned how to let go in my hiatus. I've learned how to reflect in my hiatus. I've learned how to have clarity in my hiatus. And now I know where I am going. I have a podcast now. I'm a radio broadcaster. I do MC jobs. I am an entrepreneur and I am cementing myself in the media space. I also host my own entertainment show segment where we talk about a whole lot of things regarding entertainment. And that is something that I love. And this is my podcast that I am so grateful and I am in love with it because it not only helps me, but it also helps another person or encourages another person. And what I would like to share with you is I'm so grateful for the next segment that we're going to start, which is with my girl, Simone, where we talk about women's stuff, where we talk about empowerment, where we talk about healing, where we talk about alignment, conversations. We talk about conversations as women. And the topic is all about women only, just strictly women. So we did talk about our issue with the health because I am a womb health advocate. So we spoke about the condition that I had called endometriosis, which she also suffered from. And so we decided to have our segment together and we're going to do it every month. But that doesn't mean that we will not have our own show, which is me alone with other guests that can come in as Mind Flow and Mission. So you're going to have 2 segments every single month, which is so, so great. So I'm just so honored to have it. So it's called Between Us Women. And I'm looking forward for you to subscribing, liking, following us. And I'm just so grateful. And don't forget that this is not just about me. It's about me and you as a family, as we are growing in a network. It's not about fame. It's not about followers. It's not about trend, but it's all about who we are becoming. And like I said, it doesn't matter if you are going through stuff, but the quiet times that you go through are the most important things, because when you go to the other side of the world, you become a better Rhandzu, you become a better you. And I'm just so grateful and I am just so honored to be the host of Mind Flow and Mission with Rhandzu. And please do stay tuned to the next episode with me, Rhandzu, the Noble One with Love.